Postgame Show tonight.
This is the Lakers Postgame Show on 710 ESPN. Call now to be part of the Lakers Postgame Show and react on the game.
It's time for the Lakers Postgame Show tonight as we recap Game 7 of the season from Miami South Beach. Lakers Heat is a final.
Lakers basketball is a final.
877-710 ESPN.
This is the Lakers Postgame Show.
Tipping off now.
Here's Beto Duran.
A chance to win the game? That's all you can ask for. The Lakers lose into Miami 108-107. Welcome to the post-game show. We're going to get to your phone calls. I know you have a lot to say tonight. We do have the YouTube component on the ESPN LA YouTube page. Go check that out. We have the community forum on ESPN LA Lakers Postgame on Twitter. We're going to incorporate all of that. Michael Funches is here, executive producer. Laura Romo working the ones and twos. We have DeAndre Hawkins and Josh Martinez back there. They're going to be jumping in, helping us out with us, giving us the pulse of what's going on. But here's what I got to say. Before anybody just starts ripping everything, and you can't. This is a game that I said on Mason in Ireland this afternoon when I was asked, hey, Lakers win. I said, no. I didn't even think it was going to be that competitive today. Shut me up. Lakers showed me something tonight that I like. And I'm never a moral victory guy. Ever. I'm not that guy. But darn it, when you have LeBron James only go to the free throw line 4 times in a game, that's something. When you gave up a 10-0 run in the third quarter and it felt like it was going away, that's something. When Anthony Davis injured his hip area in the end of the second quarter, I'm like, okay, here we go here. And save your Anthony Davis fragile jokes. Like, I don't want to hear that tonight. The dude came back in the third quarter knowing that the Lakers are shorthanded because they had players missing already. Knowing that they're shorthanded. Gave it a go for the Lakers. Did he help him? No. He essentially had it 4-on-5 because he couldn't move. He was dragging his leg. But I give him a lot of credit for even fighting through that to help a team right now. A team that shorthanded. You have players missing. Jackson Hayes, the other 7-footer, is not available. You have a team that is trying to figure out their way right now. So if Anthony Davis would have said, you know what, my injury history, I'm going to shut it down. I'm going to be done with it. Cool. But he tried hard in that third quarter for the Lakers. Somehow, some way, the Lakers crawled back into this game. It was an ugly finish at the end. I'm not saying it wasn't. They crawled back in, and they made it happen. They lose 108-107. They had an opportunity to win. Oh, and D'Angelo Russell gets kicked out. So at the end of the game, the Lakers have 6 players. 8 of them played tonight. Wood, Reddish, and Max Christie off the bench. Yes, you're going to go and say, hey, LeBron kicked it out. Cam Reddish. Cam missed the shot. He had only 7 points. But a wide open problem. I mean, a wide open shot. Cam's not there to make you game-winning shots, but you're a professional NBA player. You're going to take that shot, and you're going to want that ball in that situation. I have no problem with the play. I have no problem with the way it was drawn up because you know that it's LeBron and nobody else on the court with you. They're not going to let you beat them. If you're Miami, you're not going to let LeBron James come back to Miami and beat you. They're going to do everything they can to shut it down at the end. There are other questions with the Lakers. And this tweet right here from Anthony Kamenetsky, I like this. Because when everybody's going to go and say, oh, that's the way they played up, the draw off, stop. At the end, it was 108-107 with 2:19 to go. That's the final score. Miami also screwed up. Miami had a shot clock violation at the end. It's the modern NBA. You're going to put up those threes. Lakers missed a 3, offensive foul. Missed a 3, missed a 3, missed a 3, ball game. 3-point shooting. Yeah. That needs to work. That needs to work for the Lakers, especially at this modern day where you're going to have everybody shooting the threes. 8 for 26, 30%. Well, 31% technically. That's not what you want to have. That's an issue. AD's health, an issue. But I'm not going to pound on the Lakers tonight. It's too easy. It's too easy to come out and say, man, this is the problem. This is this. Yeah, there are issues with them. But I'm not pessimistic about this team. I honestly thought before the game they were going to lose by double digits. That's the kind of game I expected. I think I told Laura, a Sunday night in Miami, you're not thinking about playing the Heat. You're like vacation mode. I know you're professional, but Miami gets everybody. They battled. A team you don't want a moral victory. Me, the host, I liked it. I liked the fight that they had. Because if they would have just folded up and left, that's when I got an issue. That's when I have the issue. But show me some fight. They corrected some mistakes first quarter. They didn't get blown out in the first quarter. It was tied at 33 at the end. 877-710-ESPN. 877-710-3776. Get on the line. Nick is in Riverside. Nick, you're on the postgame show on 710 ESPN. How you feeling?
Hey, what's going on? So pretty much I wasn't a big fan of how the Lakers ended the game. I know we came back really fast, but brought it down from 10 to 1 point. But the problem was we had it at 1 point, and then we shot 4 threes, like you mentioned, and we missed all of them. I just didn't like the shot selection down the stretch. I think LeBron probably could have got a better shot to the basket or drawn a foul. But, I know you're on the moral victory parade right now, but
I'm not that guy, Nick. I'm not. But it's
right
like
that. Well, it's not you are, and that's fine. I get why you are, but
okay. But Nick, just hear me out. There are positives from this game, right?
Oh, of course, yeah. I don't think AD's hurt, by the way. I think he has a little bang up, but he's going to be fine. Like, he might miss a game or so. It's nothing serious.
Still waiting to hear from Darvin Ham. See what he has to say.
Yeah, my observation is I think the reason why they put him back out there is they didn't think it was going to hurt any further. And then obviously he started limping at the end. And if you notice, Darvin Ham took a while to take a timeout to get him out. I don't think they think it's serious, but we'll see.
Yeah. Nick, I appreciate you giving me a call tonight. Why don't you stay on hold right now?
No problem, Beto.
Stay on hold right now, man. I appreciate you. Yeah, thank you. And you know what, Nick? We all need a break, right? Especially after watching that game when they're going up and down emotional. Well, it might be your lucky day because tonight Fantasy Springs Resort Casino is giving away 2 nights stay plus dinner, golf, or bowling for 2. Make any day your lucky day. Book now at FantasySprings.com. I'm there a lot for boxing. You're going to love that golf course, man. The restaurants are bomb, too, especially that Chinese spot at Fantasy Springs. All right, give me a call. 877-710-ESPN. 877-710-3776. Again, I'm not moral victory guy, but I'm not too down on the Lakers tonight. If the Lakers would have folded in that third quarter when they gave up that 10-0 run and Anthony Davis, then my tune tonight would be completely different. But I do see some positives, but I also see some big negatives. Coming up, play some highlights. We'll hear from Darvin Ham, our social media team. You guys got something? Anything good out there? You guys didn't see any good tweets? They're going to rack up the tweets right now. Coming up, we're going to hear from them, see what the Twitter world is saying, see what you guys are saying, and Michael Funch is answering your phone calls. And yes, we got to get into D'Angelo Russell. Unacceptable what he had to do tonight. Listen to the postgame show. Lakers lose 108-107 on 710 ESPN.
Every
from tonight's Lakers game and your reaction on the Lakers line.
On 710 ESPN. Call now to be part of the Lakers postgame show and react on the game.
877-710 ESPN.
Hi, this is Anthony Davis of your Los Angeles Lakers.
Hi, it's LeBron. The Lakers play here.
It's time for Lakers postgame.
Here's Beto Duran.
Lakers lose 108-107. They're now 3-4 on the season, have yet to get a victory on the road. A lot of Darvin Ham popping up on Spectrum Sportsnet. We'll get to that. Before we do, let's go to Gardena. Vincent, you're on Postgame Lakers Talk on 710 ESPN.
Hey, what's up, bro, man? Appreciate you guys taking my call.
What you got?
I just wanted to touch on what you were saying. You know, we don't really focus on moral victories, but tonight we showed a lot of heart, especially with the new team that we have put together. Losing one of our top stars and then still battling back. I mean, it was impressive. It was a good sign. I was excited about that. Just a little upset with D'Lo. You know, he should have kept his cool.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
But other than that, I just wanted to touch on that.
Yeah, man. So you make a good point about D'Angelo Russell. And Vincent, appreciate your phone call. If you want to jump on the line, 877-710 ESPN, 877-710-3776. D'Angelo Russell gets a tech. Yeah, the referees tonight, and I'm not a referee basher ever. As a former referee, having done high school games and youth games and every sport you can think of, I did that. That's how I paid my way through college and got through there. I'm not one to bash the referees. But tonight, I mean, there was a tech early on in the game, so you got to know the pace. And you know when the referees are not going to hear anything. And it was for Miami, too. Miami, if you're listening to Heat Talk right now, they're probably going, woo-wee, we escaped with that one because Miami didn't play that well, especially down the stretch. Lakers had an opportunity to win it. That's all you want, a chance. But with Anthony Davis gone, D'Angelo Russell gone after getting kicked out, you don't get to have LeBron down the line. Michael Thompson even said on the broadcast, LeBron's going to drive and he's going to kick out. Darvin Ham on the final play with Cam Reddish missing, and this is Darvin Ham on Spectrum Sportsnet.
Hey, man, the fact that he takes that shot with confidence, you know, we'll live with the results. Bron did his job. Got to play with him going to his right hand, going downhill. He drew a crowd, collapsed the defense. Cam wide open. He had an awesome look, and we encourage him. He works on that shot every day, so we encourage him to be there to make that shot, to take that shot at least. And, you know, we're not in that game. It's not that close of a game without Cam Reddish's contributions on the defensive end and some of the things he did offensively. He was spectacular tonight. Yeah,
Cam Reddish isn't there to win a game for you, but, man, it would have been nice if he had done that. Cam Reddish was there for your defensive side. He had 4 rebounds, 3 assists, the 7 points. You know, this is a Laker game where you're looking around and you're like, man, what do we got left? What do we got? Especially with Anthony Davis leaving the game due to injuries. Let's hear Darvin Ham talking about Anthony Davis.
I don't have anything else. He's in good spirits, so we'll let our medical team, performance team, do what they need to do, and then have a answer at a later time.
Yeah, Anthony Davis speaking on Spectrum Sportsnet. We'll get that cut up for you for what it's worth. Anthony Davis talking to the media, seeing some of the tweets that are coming through from Mike Trudell. Anthony Davis says he thinks he'll be ready to go on Wednesday. Of course, depends how he wakes up tomorrow, right? The Lakers will be in Houston. Listen, Lakers postgame show on 710 ESPN. I'm Beto Duran, your host. If you want to jump in, give us a call, 877-710 ESPN. It's Monday Night Football. Chargers and Jets are going right now. This is a game where if Cam Reddish makes that shot, aren't we saying, oh, LeBron, good job drawing the double team and kicking out for the win and incorporating your teammates? Yeah, it's all hindsight. But the Lakers, man, this is just a game where you let it get away. As much as you fight back, it should have been the victory. And hopefully this is the one that tags into you later. The concern I got, though, is because of the limited bodies, because of only having 6 at the end of the game, LeBron had to do it all at the end, right? 30 points, 37 minutes. He had 25 at the end of the third quarter. That's the concern. Heavy minutes early on in the season. And mind you, they said 30 was to benchmark what they'd like to be. It's not a hard cap, but it was a hard 37 that he had to play. And here's Darvin Ham on managing minutes.
I mean, actually, you're looking for a group that has a rhythm going, and that final group we had out there with Cam, AR, TP, Christian, and Bron. They had it going. They were getting stops, holding them to one possession. It was great, defensively to give them 18 points in the fourth quarter. It was big time. And I have to say, I'm so proud of our guys. Just the way they came out, didn't quit, didn't fold a tent, stayed competitive. A lot of things we talked about this morning came to fruition during this game. It sucks not to get the W, but I'm sure we'll get our fair share in these next 75 games.
Yeah, Lakers lose 108-107. For Darvin Ham to say that at the end, right? Sucks not to get the W. It sounds like what Laker fans are saying right now. Let's go out to Menifee. Isaiah, you're on the Lakers postgame show on 710 ESPN. You're upset with D'Lo, huh?
Yeah, I mean, not so much upset with D'Lo, but that was 2 T's on D'Lo, and that's 2 points right there that just added to the end of the score. But then the rest getting involved too with LeBron in the technical. I mean, this is a vintage performance by LeBron, and he was blocking shots and everything, and that put the score up, I think, from 6 to 7. Mm-hmm. And then you had Christian Wood hit the 3, and then LeBron had a 3-point play like old-fashioned way. Just grown man move down low, and so we could have been tied instead of down by 1 going in the last minute 30. What do you think about that,
Isaiah? I'm there with you, man. The last 2 minutes, that was ugly on both sides of the team, right?
Yeah.
Miami and the Lakers. Let me give you this, Isaiah. 3-point shooting tonight. Lakers 8 for 26. Miami 12 for 37. You sound like you're a younger guy, Isaiah. So the way we grew up back in our day, right? You weren't taking that many 3-pointers. That's just the modern NBA right now. You catch, you shoot, you let it fly for 3. Lakers didn't do that. But that at the end, those possessions, right? You got to make something happen. You got to find a different way to get it going. So the way that they approached it at the end, as much as I want to get bad, Isaiah, it's kind of what happens in 2023. You feel me?
I feel you. I guess, I mean, I do. I've been a LeBron fan my whole life, and one of the things about him is just, it feels like at the end of the game, he does try to defer a little bit, which is okay. Like, he makes the right play, but with 2 minutes to go, you gotta do what you did just to get it down to 1, and back whoever you got, Jimmy Butler, whoever, he's bigger than Jimmy Butler. Just back him in, and get a foul, go to the free throw line, win it that way.
Yeah, and Isaiah, I appreciate your phone call, but I'm also wondering, and Isaiah brings up the point about the referees, right? The Lakers weren't getting calls. LeBron only went to the line 4 times. Reddish went to the line 4 times. Reeves 3 times. Wood 2. Anthony Davis 1. So if you see the way that LeBron attacked at the very end of the game, I don't know if he even got the call. He had double teamed in front of him. Very interesting. But Isaiah does bring up the point about D'Angelo Russell in the text. You got to know what's going on. And Darvin Ham spoke about the ejection.
I mean, I think just the perspective of inconsistency. And even when I got hit with my technical foul, normally, I've been around this league a long time, man. And you have a crew chief supposed to, along with his counterparts, have the game under control. And all I want is an explanation sometimes. And to not get that for the rest of the game, and once I got my technical, Miami plays a physical brand of basketball, but we're not complaining about how physical they are. We just want balance and consistency. That's it. And I see Bron shooting 4 free throws, and the amount of times he attacked the rim, the amount of times he was slapped on the arm, which I could see plain as day, for that not to be called, man. And he's not flopping.
Darvin Ham, courtesy of Spectrum Sports Net. Yeah, you hear that, right? And tonight, the referees, again, I'm not one to get on coaches and for attacking the refs or anything like that, but you heard John Ireland say something. You heard Michael Thompson say something on the Lakers broadcast. And it's not like these are the days of Joey Crawford, right, where we knew every single thing about him. When you're a referee, you're not supposed to people aren't supposed to know your name. And tonight we knew all three of their names early on. It was James Williams, Natalie Sago, and Brett Haskell. And you just had that sense that early on something was going to happen. And D'Angelo Russell, speaking on Spectrum earlier, said he's still trying to figure out why he was ejected. It is better for him not to elaborate because you don't want to get fined. You're already going to get fined for getting kicked out. There's no need to elaborate anymore. Give us a call, 877-710-3776, 877-710-3776. Lakers lose 108-107. We'll take more of your phone calls. But coming up, we will get you the player of the game, some D'Angelo Russell. We got D'Angelo Russell talking, and also Anthony Davis, so we'll get you some of that. All that and more on the Lakers postgame show on 710 ESPN. Lose 108-107. They're 3-4 on the season, 0-4 away from Crypto.com Arena. Man, this is when you look at what happened with them. Just the more and more I look at the numbers, I'm not a bot. I mean, I read a lot of stats for you because, that's what we do and look at them. But the more you look at things, you're like, for real? They went 8 for 26 from 3? Like, damn. Like, isn't the team supposed to be a better three-point shooting team? Like, yeah. Points in the paint. They did look better tonight in the paint. 64-48. Lakers points in the paint, and points in the paint all season long is sponsored by Vista Paint, locally owned and manufactured for over 65 years. Vista Paint is your home for factory direct, high-quality paint products. Vista Paint, your championship team of paint professionals for over 65 years. You're looking at the box score, and we always have the player of the game. And usually it's a Laker player. Funch, I'm going to have to change up the guy you told me. The player of the game tonight is on the Miami side.
Quickly, Miami brings it into the front court. Tyler Hero was yet to take a shot.
Bam Adebayo with the three.
Oh, wow. He gave her a bite. Anthony Davis dared him to shoot that.
Yeah, he did. Backed off of him and said, let me see what kind of range you got.
Yeah, maybe he shouldn't have dared him early on because Bam came in strong and finished strong. 22, 20, and 10. That's right. 22 points, 20 boards, 5 of those offensively, and 10 assists. And he's the player of the game, driven by your Southern California Toyota dealers. We make it easy. Man, I didn't know that he had 5 on the offensive glass. That's another thing the Lakers really need to clean up, the offensive rebounds. Miami had 11. Lakers had 5. And it was better in the first half. Again, when Anthony Davis is gone, it changes what's going to happen on the offensive glass. When you have no Jackson Hayes, the 7-footer, it's going to change what happens on the offensive glass. But Lakers lose tonight 108-107. Do we have some Anthony Davis? We do. I want to hear from Anthony Davis. Because on the Twitter, what's going on around here, it says that he feels good. So I want to hear it from him because when he left the game in the second quarter, I didn't think he'd come back. He did. And then in the third quarter, the hip bothering him, he was dragging his leg up and down. I'm thinking he's done for the road trip. But here's what it sounds like.
Yeah, like off the spin move, just awkward. Spazzed up, but felt fine coming out of halftime. Then it kind of just like spazzed up again. Then went to go get like wrapped up. Felt fine for a longer stint, maybe 3 minutes, and then kind of just spazzed up again. On the baseline Jimmy shot. I'll be fine.
Any tweets to support what's going on?
But
sound.
Any
tweets to support what's going on with the sound? Like any of the cuts?
Be ready to suit up on Wednesday.
Okay. Hearing it from him, spasm. Now, I'm pretending like I'm going to run the LA Marathon in March. I'm trying to get into shape so I can get into shape, and I'm feeling spasms and pain all the time. So to hear Anthony Davis, who knows his body better than anybody else, that it was a spasm, that right now is making me go, whew. Let's see how he wakes up tomorrow. More Anthony Davis on Spectrum Sportsnet.
I don't think that's it. I mean, just an awkward play. I feel like, and they just like felt it right away, just off the spin. Hotquez, I think that's how you say his name, came in, did it, bam, came up, and it was just like a weird little sequence. I don't think I have. I actually have been feeling great, even though, I've been playing 40 minutes some games, 42, whatever. I've been feeling really good. So I think just a awkward play, but like I said, I felt fine. A couple times I did, go back in. It was just kind of just spazzed up those 2 more times. But I'll be ready to go for Wednesday for sure.
Also, Anthony Davis saying he will be ready to go on Wednesday. That's good news because Lakers right now shorthanded. Body's missing. Can't afford that, especially with Vanderbilt being out. Don't know his timetable. Man. Yeah. Injuries, you can't do anything about that. 877-710-ESPN, 877-710-3776. Let's go out to the OC. Rick, you're on Lakers Postgame Show on 710 ESPN. What's up, Rick?
Hello, how you doing?
I'm good, man.
Good. Thanks for taking my call. First time calling in, but been listening to the show for a while now. Just kind of wanted to touch base on the game. I know we came back. It was a close one, but I'm kind of not too worried. The season's pretty early, and, these road games, they're kind of tough on the guys. I know, travel, Miami, the next couple games on the road. So I think it's too early in the season. And, I mean, let's be real. When you play Eastern Conference teams, you're only going to see them twice a year. So kind of not too worried about the East. Once we kind of start hitting Western Conference teams, then we'll kind of see, how the Lakers are going to look later on. But right now, I'm not too worried.
All right, Rick, I appreciate your phone call on Lakers Postgame Show. It's interesting, too. The schedule this year has them on the East Coast sooner than they normally go, especially being in Orlando and Miami. Usually that's a trip, I think, January, February, but it's different. But regardless, wherever you're at, you got to get the win. You're a team who has aspirations of being a Western Conference contender. You got to get after it. You cannot give away games. You battle back, but if you have a chance to win, you got to get the win. Lakers, I was impressed tonight, though, with the way that they battled in the first quarter. 5 of their 6 games coming into this game, they were down double digits at the end of the first. You saw the hustle. You saw the effort in the first quarter. They were tied 33 at the end. It was that third quarter where they all scored 28-20 where you're like, oh, man. That's where I felt like it was going to go
Beto, I need you to take line 3.
Okay, why?
He's specifically asked for you, and he says you sound down tonight.
Oh, okay. KJ in Ontario, you're on Lakers Postgame Show. I sound down? Like I'm down with like what?
Beto, man, come on, man. I listen to you all the time, man. I know the enthusiasm is not there. Lakers, we dropped another one tonight. LeBron rallied the troops. But AD going down big time, man. I know it's always a damper. We want him to stay healthy, but going down is just not a good look. Give us your true feelings, Beto. Come on, man.
All right. So, KJ, at the end, you're cut off a little bit. What'd you say at the end?
No, I just said give us your true feelings, man. Come on, be honest with us.
I'm not concerned because I heard him say it. Did you hear when we played that he said it was a spasm? If it would have been, we'll check it out, we'll see how I wake up kind of thing, then I'd be like, oh, man, this is AD, what we're always complaining about. Because what happens, KJ, right? We already saw the memes. As soon as he left the game, KJ, you know you looked at Instagram and everybody's making fun of him, right? It's like the 7th game, here it is. What took so long, right? I'm not going to get down on a dude for getting hurt. Like, that's too easy. That's low-hanging fruit. But he said it's a spasm. I mean, when you're 7-footed, you're moving up and down, like, that's a spasm. So I'm not concerned. Now, if he wakes up tomorrow, because you know this, we all feel good when we go to sleep, right? And then you wake up, you're like, oh, my neck, my back, and my back, right? We don't want that, KJ, right? But I'm good with it.
There you go. Hey, love the show, man.
Appreciate you, KJ. Keep on checking in with us on Lakers Postgame Show on 710 ESPN. See, I'm not down. I think I'm positive right now. I feel much better about this. Huh? Did you talk to my ear? Oh. Sorry, I'm hearing voices now. I don't know if my phone went off or whatever it is. D'Angelo Russell on Spectrum Sportsnet. Okay. I haven't heard this. I saw him on the screen, and his demeanor was one way. I'll say this. I hope that he didn't say anything that will get him fined. So let's hear it from D'Angelo Russell on Spectrum Sportsnet on the ejection.
Hey, D'Angelo, can you just kind of walk us through the sequence? It looked like you thought maybe there was a kickball and tried to say something to the official. Did it go from there?
I'd rather not.
But bottom line, so they ejected you with was it like a two-tack for, it wasn't two separate technicals, or did you see?
I'm still trying to figure it out, honestly. I mean, I'd just rather not say anything I don't mean or regret, so I'd just rather not.
There you go, D'Angelo. Keep the money in your pocket. Don't mean or regret. Yeah, Trudell wasn't trying to egg him on. It was just trying to get an answer, right? What happened? So that's D'Angelo Russell on the non-ejection. Here he is on the game. He's gone. Anthony Davis is gone. Lakers only had 8 players play tonight. So what about the attitude for the team?
I mean, next man up. Obviously, that's the mentality we want to have. Want to make sure AD's right. Thought a lot of guys stepped up, too. Had a lot of opportunity to still win the game as well. So, I mean, that's all you can really ask for with Tex and stuff being flying. That kind of controlled the game. I would say we lost by 1 point on some questionable ones. So,
yeah, some shots at the end. They lose 108-107. The next man up mentality sounds like a cliche, but it really is the Lakers right now, especially bodies being out. Austin Reeves on Spectrum Sportsnet. I like this one. LeBron's comments to Reddish, because everybody's going to jump on Cam Reddish for missing the shot at the end. But if he makes it, woo! I knew he was always going to make it, right?
Yeah, I mean, one thing about Bron is, and his whole career he's been, killed for making the right play late games instead of shooting, and that's who he is, and everybody's not love that about him, but that's who he continues to be, and he trusts his teammates. And as soon as he walked into the locker room, he dapped everybody up and went straight to Cam and was like, "Nah, it's a good shot. Like, if it situation like that happens again, we're gonna give it right back to you, and you're gonna knock it down." So, that's major. It's happened to me in the past with Bron, and it's just like you said, a sense of confidence, self-belief. That he bleeds into you. At moments like that.
That's a good teammate right there. Austin Reeves supporting Cam Reddish. LeBron supporting Cam Reddish. Lakers lose 108-107. A tough one in Miami. They're now 3-4 on the season. Coming up, the social media segment with our guys DeAndre and Josh. And then hear from LeBron James on the game. Listen to Lakers Postgame Show on 710 ESPN.
Lakers Postgame Show.
Highlights from tonight's Lakers game and your reaction on the Lakers line.
On 710 ESPN. Call now to be part of the Lakers Postgame Show and react on the game.
877-710-ESPN.
Hi, this is Anthony Davis of your Los Angeles Lakers.
Hi, it's LeBron. The Lakers play here.
It's time for Lakers Postgame.
Here's Beto Duran.
And a reminder, don't miss a minute of the action. All Laker games are now streaming on the ESPN LA app. Download the ESPN LA app in the App Store or Google Play. I was actually using the app in Costa Rica on Saturday, listening to John and Michael when I was down there working a fight. So before my fight, I was on the shuttle to the fight, and I was listening to the game. So it was cool, man. It was a trip. Technology is just so crazy how you can just get involved with everybody. This show tonight, Lakers Postgame Show, is on the app, it's on the radio, and it's on YouTube. So we got it all for you. Thanks for everybody that's contributing. Beto Duran, Michael Funches, Laura Romo. And now let's bring our social media guys, our squad, to give me the pulse of what's going on. Make the old guy sound young and hip tomorrow when I talk to my kids. DeAndre Hawkins and Josh Martinez. What's up, guys?
What's going on?
It's DeAndre. All right, what's up, DeAndre?
So, obviously, the refs in tonight's game had a strong impact. Obviously, with a lot of technical fouls and stuff. Oh,
okay,
of course.
Okay.
Only because our good friend, O'Shea Jackson Jr., put out a very interesting tweet. He put out, "What a joke. I can't wait until we get full strength, if ever." So we can.
Man, O'Shea's gonna tweet that every single game too. That's what it says. And he's also gonna tweet about the Rams and the Raiders at the same time. He's gotta make up his mind. So he was right though, because the Lakers have not been full strength.
And so he also says, "I'm really starting to believe that Eric Lewis' revenge." He told us about their little frat meetings. I don't know if the refs really had a strong influence on this game. Obviously, with the whole impact of D'Lo, get a technical foul at the end of the game, but I don't know if them being full strength still would have made a big difference in this game, the way the game was going.
When you have the questions about the refs, I'm not going to get too much on the refs about their free throws because Miami only shot 16. The Lakers shot 14. You got to get an arm cut off in order to get to the free throw line, to the late, great Chick Hearn. No blood, no foul, right? Yeah, but as far as the text, they were quick with that, man. You couldn't even look their way with that.
Beto, I have a good tweet. So a lot of people are complaining.
What's up, Josh?
A lot of people are complaining about Cam Reddish taking that last shot and LeBron passing up the shot. So there's actual pictures on Twitter by Cooked by Lakers that shows Darvin Ham drawing up the play, and you can clearly see the play where Cam Reddish, he takes the shot. So. You can check it out.
Okay. So you see the clipboard?
Yeah, you see the clipboard.
Oh, okay.
At Cooked by Lakers.
Why don't you put that in the Lakers community?
It's actually on our YouTube right now. So if there's a screenshot of it that you can clearly see.
There it is.
Cool. That's on the YouTube page, and then also make sure you tweet that out on the ESPN LA Lakers postgame show community on Twitter or X. I'm sorry, I can't see. I'm the old guy now. I'm 45. I can't say Twitter anymore. I got to learn how to say X, right?
And one last thing for you: the Heat debuted their new Heat Culture. Their Heat Culture court, and
the court,
their court, and
I know they have the jerseys.
It's on their court and on their jerseys as well. So, me and Funches were talking about it earlier.
Because they wore black jerseys tonight with
black jerseys with
Heat
red
Culture on
Heat Culture on it,
but it was on the court.
It was on
it was also like
well.
a little inscription about Heat Culture, what it means to Miami and what it is, and all that kind of stuff.
So on the hardwood where you shoot free throws at, and the black paint, it says hardest working, best condition, most professional, unselfish, toughest, meanest, nastiest team in the NBA. So pretty much this Heat Culture.
That's on the because
it's on the. You really can't see it.
It's in the key. It's the keys. Yeah,
it's in the key. So you really can't see it just because the way the painting was on the floor.
It's like a red on black or something. It's kind of hard to see.
Okay, but you can see it if you're a player.
If you're a player, you can see it. You most certainly can see it.
Interesting.
So I'm honestly a big fan of this because he obviously come with a lot of edge. I think I'm a big fan of this. They come with that grit and grind every single night. I'm a big fan of it. I'm not a fan of the jerseys. I feel like they could have done a little bit more. It looked a little bit plain to me.
Were these like their city edition jerseys?
I believe so. Yes, it is.
And then that's when you have special everything. Okay. It's interesting that you could put that on the court. I'm surprised the NBA let them, right? Because that's a lot of words. But I see it right now. It's like in the circle underneath the basket, like that charge circle area where you can't be in if you're trying to draw a charge. I'll dig it. because we hear about the culture, but they back it up too. That's also the Pat Riley way, right? Where this is what it's all about. This is what you're going to have, and you come here, and it's like Bam Adebayo gets you that triple-double with 20 boards, and you making it happen. And we didn't even mention this. Local guy, Jaime Jaquez, Camarillo, 9 points in 18 minutes. So he played against LeBron, who I think LeBron's been in the league 22 years. Jaime is a year, I think he's 21. So his whole life, LeBron's been in an NBA. That's crazy.
Yeah, Funchy's not a big fan of the court, by the way.
Funch, see, I love the court. I like that because anytime you go somewhere, especially I think in Denver, don't they have like the altitude at the free throw line?
Something like that,
Yeah.
like the miles above sea level or something like the number, right?
You're a mile high.
Like it's like 5,100 or something like that. Yeah,
the mile high. I like that. Anything. Look, if it's my home court, anything I can do to get into the mental side of you.
I'll ask you guys, what do you guys think about the Lakers city jerseys? You guys seen them yet?
Yeah, remember we talked about it the other day.
Yeah.
Hey, Selena Gomez modeled the other day for him. I dig it. The black jerseys, they got the LA in a different font. I dig it, man.
Becky G.
It's Becky G.
It was Becky G.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm
Inglewood.
messing up my singers. Again, sounding like the old guy right now. Yeah, so it was Becky G who did it. All right. I just saw the picture.
That's all we got for you.
That's all you got. Good job, DeAndre and Josh. Excellent job as always on the social media side.
Beto, did you notice that the first quarter there was not a lot of fans in that lower bowl? I don't know something about
man.
what is it about Miami that I don't think they got there till like closer to halftime.
Let me tell you something, man. As Pitbull says, "Dale," right? Let me tell you about Miami. We as LA people can never get on anybody for showing up late to games. Miami traffic sucks. And Miami traffic around that arena is brutal. Picture Dodger Stadium-ish kind of thing. That's how bad it is around there. So I'm not going to get on them too much. But also as Miami, they don't get going until after 2 in the morning anyway. So they're all right. 7:30 game, that might be too tough for them. Lakers lose tonight 108-107. Their next game will be Wednesday. You want to hear from LeBron? Oh, it just popped up. You know what? Let's hear a little bit from LeBron on his words to Cam Reddish.
Just be ready again because there will be many more opportunities, especially for me. I know I'm going to see 2 defenders late in games.
Good job, guys.
So just be ready.
Stay ready. Cam Reddish misses the big shot at the end that could have gave the Lakers the win. What they lose 108-107. Again, not a moral victory guy, but I like the way the Lakers battle back, especially after Anthony Davis leaves with injury. D'Angelo Russell kicked out because of technicals. Only had 6 at the end of the game. Maybe if this was later on in the season, I'd have a different tune. But tonight, I'm all right. I'm also the guy that thought they were going to get blown out by double digits, and I said that on the air this afternoon. So shut me up. They battle back. That's what you got to have. Lakers still missing Vanderbilt. No Gabe Vincent. They got bodies. It's a mash unit right now for the Lakers, and we got to see what kind of team they will have on Wednesday. And that's Wednesday. We will have our next broadcast pregame with my man Alan Slewa at 3:30. John and Michael tip off at 5 o'clock. Tomorrow, Unsportsmanlike with Evan Cohen and the crew starts early. Then at 10 o'clock, Travis and Slee. We have a full set of shows tomorrow, right? It's a full day. All right, so Travis and Slee at 10, Mason and Ireland at 1, Sedano and Cap at 4, and then Lakers talk tomorrow night with Alan Slewa. So, man, we're back to normal here. Lakers still looking for their first road win. They're 0-4 away from L.A., 3-4 on the season. For DeAndre Hawkins, Josh Martinez, the great Laura Romo, the fantastic Michael Funches, who's buying lunch and dinner on Wednesday. I'm Beto Duran. Oh, and Rebecca back there. I always forget Rebecca's last name. I'm sorry, Rebecca, but you do it. There it is. Appreciate you, Rebecca. Do a great job getting us the highlights throughout the game and the post-game, courtesy of Spectrum Sportsnet. I'm Beto Duran. Thanks for listening to the Lakers postgame show on 710 ESPN.
Basketball on ESPN LA is sponsored by Subaru of Glendale, the #1 volume Subaru dealer in California. Lakers basketball, delivered by New Melts from Pizza Hut. Cheesy, crispy, and loaded with toppings.